Hi everyone, my name is Bethany Nussbaum and I'm a singer and violinist here at Intensify Worship. Today's message is titled A Resolution for Everyone. Now I have a question for you. Have you ever had a situation where you've been given a gift from someone who you haven't treated very nicely? Did you ever get a grade you didn't think you'd get because of how you behaved in a class? How about this? Have you ever gotten a second chance at something when you thought that it was all lost? Well, the beautiful thing about our relationship with Christ is that it is a daily example of restoration. Have you ever restored a piece of furniture? How about detailed your car? So you take something that is old and dirty and worn, and you clean it and care for it. Then after this process is finished, taking out all of the trash, cleaning off the marks and all of the wornness, you have a brand new piece of furniture, you have a car that smells brand new, and it just looks way better. That's the same process with God. You see, in 2 Corinthians chapter 5, Paul talks about there being a change and a restoration in us through Christ. It's through Jesus dying on the cross and then us putting our faith in him that all of our sins are washed away and our future is changed forever. So let's go ahead and take a look at 2 Corinthians. We'll start in chapter 5 with verse 14. For Christ's love compels us because we are convinced that one died for all, and therefore all died. In this verse, Paul is giving us insight into the mighty power and the beautiful redemption that comes from giving our lives to God and asking him to come in and change us, asking him to come in and forgive us of all of our sins. See, Paul starts off with such strong words. Christ's love compels us. If you look in your dictionary, the word compels actually means a drive and a force. And so in this passage, Paul is saying that as Christians, we have a drive. We are forced to live the lives that God has called us as living sacrifices pleasing to God out of an overflowing abundance of gratefulness for the love that God showed us by sending his only son to die in our place. Verse 15 then continues by saying, he died for all that those who live should no longer live for themselves, but for the one who died for them and was raised again. That is Jesus. You see, we all were given this gift of forgiveness when Jesus died on the cross. Our sins were paid by the shedding of his blood and the sacrifice that he made. It's a sacrifice that is made available to all of those who call upon the name of the Lord. All we need to do is ask for forgiveness for the sins we've committed and ask Jesus to come into our lives and lead us. You see, we were created for a purpose, and that purpose is to lay down our lives each day as a living sacrifice. This is shown through us humbling ourselves, submitting every aspect of our lives to Christ, and allowing him to lead us in all the steps that we take. So let's go ahead and take a look at the last verse, which is verse 16. So from now on, we regard no one from a worldly point of view. Though we once regarded Christ in this way, we do so no longer. When we lay down our lives at the foot of Jesus, we take up new lives in him. We live daily for him. This means that all of the things of this world are not ours anymore. The things of the world are suddenly not important. It doesn't matter what kind of house you have, what kind of car you drive, how much money you make at your job, and how many friends you have. All of those things are worthless if you don't have Christ. Without Jesus, we are nothing. And so as we trust God daily with our lives, we start seeing the world around us through his eyes. We're a little more patient. We're a little more kind. We're a little more compassionate and empathetic. We look past the things of this world and we take to heart the things that are truly important, loving one another. That is the only thing that matters. And so these verses encourage us that through the words of Paul, we can live our lives daily for Jesus. No matter what we have done, God's love is unconditional and it's everlasting, and it is here and now. So he is there just waiting for us to come and put our trust in him. Will you come and put your trust in him?